Hello there everybody, this is Aira, and I am checking out a new little game. Well, it's not new, it's new to me, another one of these. I'm trying out a game on itch from my itch library, and it's called Anyone, NE_01. And it just jumps right in, by the way, when you start the program here. So, okay, here we go. There's no menu or anything, there's no startup screen. It looks like I am a little robot and I am damaged. Look at all those little red body parts. Objective, contact crew. You do need a mouse and keyboard to play this. There is not controller support as far as I know. But before I dive in here, let me just tell you a little bit about the game. It is called Anyone, as I said. It's available on itch for $3.50 United States dollars. It's not a very expensive game. It is by Ethan Red, who also goes by Kid... Oh, I can't read my own handwriting here. Kid Radical. Kid Radical with double D's on everything. With sound by... And I'm not sure if I'm going to read this correctly. It's Pagan the Priest X Stew, or Time Stew, or By Stew. I'm not sure what the X is supposed to be. It has been out for a year now on Windows and Mac. It is just a little indie game. It says it was made in 2 weeks. And we're going to check it out here. We're going to get into it a little ways, but I'm not probably going to do it in a full playthrough. I just want to give you guys a taste, and then if any of you are interested, you can go and you can pick it up. And one of the good things about itch is it has a great pay what you want kind of interface where there's a minimum for some games. Some games are free if you want. And then if you think the dev deserves a little extra support, or you want to show that you really like their game, you want to give them a little extra funds to do some more work, then you can pay extra. Or you can give them a tip even if the game is free. So it's a nice system. Alright, so I am a little robot. There appears to be some problems. I'm going to move around with the standard WASD. And this is... Oh, goodness. Have I dawdled for too long? Is it getting dark outside? Where... Can I jump? Requires leg unit. Okay, I cannot jump. Oh, here we go. Sun. Oh! Alright, where are we? What's going on? What's this? What's this on the ground? I haven't tried this yet at all. Left click, right click to send signal. Booting. Initiating connection with Automanoid unit, waiting for uplink. Is that a ship up there? I have no idea what happened. It's just dropped me in the middle here. It connected. Greetings, my name is Natin, like Nathan. I am an NE1 unit, and I think I'm lost. Transmitting coordinates and status, please send help. Okay, is that it? Am I done? Message sent. Message received. This is Comms Officer Rodriguez, stationed aboard the CSS Esperanza. Hello, Nathan. Do you read me? I'm going to read that as Nathan, because that seems like that's how it's supposed to be. I do read you. Affirmative. Hello. Please elaborate on your condition. I've got lots of owies. Affirmative. Location, 2,048 miles from last known position. Condition, battery 2%. Leg units compromised. Faceplate missing. Can't find my hand. Overall, I like this already, guys. And I like the graphics. I like the visuals. I see, looking at your telemetry data, you've taken quite a spill. I have, yeah. I got lots and lots of ouchies, man. You have no idea. There's a lot of red parts in my body up in the upper left. Affirmative. Feeling not so good. Message sent. Resend your commission details, please. You must be quite a distance away for this kind of degradation. Oh dear, my signal's not getting through very well. Affirmative. Status, I'm lost, and it's dark out, and I'm scared. It's getting cold. Commission details attached. Okay, give me a minute to check against the record. Hurry up! I'm so sorry, Nathan, but it looks like you're not lost. No? Not clear, huh? Well, if I'm not lost, then that's good news, isn't it? According to official records, you were jettisoned along with other scrap to make room for... Not clear. Nathan is scrap? I'm scrap? Aww. I'm sorry, Nathan, but by the looks of it, your tour of duty is at its end. You were scheduled to be decommissioned upon return to base anyway. It was more cost-effective to dump you here so the ship could return with the more valuable cargo. You jerks! If my ship left me here, who will pick me up? Man, is this my new home? It is against regulation to have unauthorized automanoids aboard any Navy vessels. I'm afraid we're not allowed to come get you. Not allowed. Excuses, excuses. Objection. I am alone. I am afraid. Frowny face. Is that frowny face? Cryy face? I think I'm crying face. You poor thing! I have feelings, you know, just because I'm not real. But from the looks of it, your battery will be depleted very soon. That's true. You're dying, Nathan. Perhaps find a nice shady spot and go to sleep. Game over. No, I don't think that's game over. We're gonna fight, guys. We're gonna survive. Objection. I do not want to sleep. That's right. That's an order. Connection terminated. Objective. Find somewhere shady to go to sleep. Connection terminated. Alright. Just put that down. Well, this is a good start. Can I investigate this escape pod looking thing? What's, appear to be stuck. I'm trying to walk and nothing's happening. Well, this is a good start. I do appear to be stuck. I don't know if this is a bug. I don't know. I'm gonna try and restart maybe. Escape key. Okay, now here's an issue. Pressing escape does nothing. Pressing F1 does nothing. Right and left clicking does nothing. This game has not told me how to close it. This is something that I find sometimes in smaller little indie games, especially if it's someone's just like their first game or something, is they forget that not everyone made your game, and we don't know what the controls are if you don't tell us. So I actually don't know how to close the game. I don't know if I'm going to have to Alt F4 or what. I'm going to see what I can figure out, and then I'll get back to you guys. Oh. Something has happened. I think I have restarted the game, although I'm not sure how. Yeah, I've restarted the game. Definitely restarted the game. I think it was the 1 or the 2 key in the keyboard. Alright, well, let's get through all this starting stuff again and we'll get back to where we were. Okay, so I finished the conversation. I'm back where I was. I did go and look at the store page on itch, and the basic instructions were there, like WASD and mouse, but it doesn't even say there how to quit the game. I think maybe we're just supposed to Alt F4 to close it. I'm not sure. So, bit of critique there for the developer, if you happen to see this. I know this is just a small game made in 2 weeks, but there needs always... Caption is stupid. Comms Officer Rodriguez is a meanie. Flushing Feels Unit. Oh, it's a very small text there. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but... Purging emotions, basically. Unresolved is Nathan Scrap. Find somewhere quiet to think. Okay, so I guess I need to wander around. Yeah. So, I like the visuals. I like the low poly count. I like this kind of aesthetic very much. The sound is nice and the music is nice. However, there is no controls for the sound of the music. There's no way to turn any of it down. And that is an issue. So now, if this were a free game just like for tips, I would say, okay, you know, you're just... What's this? Right click to metabolize. I like these. I ate some kind of gem, I think. Day-night cycle is a bit fast. I'm guessing that's intentional, although I don't know why. And the night cycle is too dark. With no menu and no options, it can be a little frustrating. Especially, you know, if there's going to be night every 30 seconds and I can't see enough to really know what I'm doing. A brightness setting would be good. I mean, I suppose I could manually adjust the brightness of my monitor, but that is a real pain. And then during the day, it would be way too bright. So I feel like I just kind of want to stand here until day starts again. Which feels like a bit of a waste of time. I like the writing. The writing has been very good, what we've seen of it so far. I think I am just going to stand here, actually. There we go. Now it's morning. I know there are supposed to be lots of collectibles and stuff, so I don't want to wander around in the dark and miss collectibles. Is this... Okay, here's another issue with the low poly count. I mean, that's fine. However, you need to make sure there's enough of a contrast between floors and walls to know where is a place that you can actually walk. This is... Oh, these are things I can pick up. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I'm eating them anyway. So I guess my goal is to repair myself and live out my life. Okay, it says yuck. But I don't know if this is hurting me or if it's just flavor text or what. Not a lot of feedback here. Again, keeping in mind that this was made in 2 weeks, and this is... Oh, goodness, I feel some story coming on. This is obviously very nice. Conjecture. A ship? This looks very nice so far for something made in 2 weeks. However, I think if you know you only have 2 weeks to make something, if you're only giving yourself 2 weeks to make something, you do need to prioritize some of the basic stuff, like the interface is really important. You need to have some kind of menu. At least absolute basics. You need a way to turn sound on and off. That can be really important for some people. Preferably, you can change the volume, but if you can't change the volume, at least provide a way to turn it off. Not that there's anything wrong with the sound. The sound is actually very nice. But it's important to give people control. There's a lot of reasons why people might need to turn the sound off. This is odd. I can't get any closer to the table. Looks like this is a diary. We've got a skeleton here. Very, very interesting skeleton. I think not a human skeleton, because this is not what human thigh bones look like. Shin bones look good. Thigh bone, no. That's not what they look like. Let's pick up the diary. Personal log. Roger Ewing. March 11th. Oh, this is very tiny text. And there's no way to make it bigger. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to strain my eyes here. March 11th. To whoever may find this log, sometimes it will feel like the world itself may be conspiring against you. Hell, in my case, it was. Sometimes it'll feel like the very earth has turned its back on you. In these times, it is crucial that you persevere. Even when all hope is lost and you've spent your last dollar and cried your last tear, dig deep within your heart and find the courage to live on. Oh, this is a lot of text. I write this in the cave that houses the last testament of my spirit. The Salus One, a repurposed escape pod built from the lost cargo from that fated crash. Okay, another critique. This text is so small that even on my fairly good-sized monitor, I cannot read it. And this is all full screen, so this is as big as it can get. This is another thing. You want to test this kind of stuff and make sure it's readable. Especially if you're delivering your story through text, make sure the text is readable. Very important. I got damned close to getting off this rock. Close, but no cigar. With no food and increasingly unbreathable air, not even the goddess of salvation will be able to come to my rescue. Okay. Sorry for the strained voice here. I'm actually leaning very, very close to the monitor to read this very tiny text. This will be my final entry in this log and the final act of my life. I'm not sad or angry or any of that. I knew the risks before I set out on this glorious expedition. Even so, it's hard to accept that my body will soon breathe its last breath and not a single soul will know. So in the absence of a proper ceremony, let this note serve as my eulogy. Let this cavern be my tomb. Let this rocket be my grave. At least I can watch that beautiful sunrise one more time on my way out. February 20th. This is going back in time now, and oh god, how much text do I have to read? I've done it. After countless hours and failures, comms are now more or less operational and firing at a stress signal as I write this very message. It's funny, this planet is slowly killing me, but I can't resent it. For so long I've studied it from afar. Now, despite all the time and space that stood between us, we're together. I taste her in each increasingly toxic breath of air. I feel her in the gravitational embrace of my earth-born bones still haven't grown accustomed. The gravitational embrace my earth-born bones still haven't grown accustomed to. As hopeless as it may be, I still love her. February 11th. A miracle at last. Finally, one of my excursions to the surface bore fruit. A spare battery among the debris left... Hold on. Among the debris on the cliffs south of here. Very sorry for the choppy reading, guys, again. It is just so tiny. What's more, I've amassed many of the spares for the most vital of the systems. If I can keep this up, I may be able to get the comms system back in working order, or at least stable enough to fire off a strong distress signal. My rations continue to dwindle, and scans of local flora indicate nothing edible on the surface. This planet, however beautiful it may be, is simply incompatible with us frail Earthlings. I don't understand how I've lasted this long, but I must keep going. February 7th. Reducing frequency of journal logs to conserve power. The battery banks are close to depleted. If my calculations are worth anything, I'll be out of power, time, luck within days. Oh god, does that mean there's going to be even more? If that was reduced frequency. January 30th. Almost a week has passed since my crew died. I can't move. It feels as though my limbs have transmuted to lead. The tears don't even flow anymore. I stared at the service pistol for longer than I'd like to admit. I held it even longer, but I can't. It's not in me. My rations are depleting almost as fast as my hope for a tomorrow. I wish I knew how to give up. Oh dear Lord, guys, this is like a whole novel. I don't know if I should read all of this for you guys. It's a lot of reading. It feels like it's going to be important, though. All right, I'm gonna have a sip of water here. I'm gonna soldier on. January 24th. They're gone, both of them. Gone in their sleep. I can't do this alone. January 23rd. This has been the hardest day of my life. The life support system is failing, and it's taken a toll on... That just cuts off. January 22nd. When the backup generator failed, it came down, choosing between our life support system online or the distress beacon. I don't know if this is intentional grammatical errors or if there's a typo here. Without comms, we're on our own out here. I have faith in us. We'll get through this. January 21st. Breathtaking. The surface is teeming with life just as I always suspected. Atmosphere is dense, but of an almost breathable composition with regular breaks. We're able to work with only light respiratory gear. Working conditions are so favorable, we may actually have time to gather samples of the local flora to study in addition to the rocks we came for. Of course, the dream was too good to be true. It appears that entry into the atmosphere was harsher on than projected. I have no idea if some kind of error there. To make matters worse, something has corroded through the initial thrusters and the power generator. Looks like we're going to be here longer than expected. January 20th. Unexpected ionic storms forced a botched landing on us. We've sustained what appears to be mild to moderate damage. While the cargo bay 1, 2, 3 were unharmed, cargo bays, bay 4 was lost completely. Many of our spares were lost. January 17th. So close, yet so far. Light years traveled, months of preparation, yet here we are awaiting orders at the separation point. From here, our ship will be breaking formation from the caravan and heading towards Agapos. While it'll only be a 3-day slipstream trip for us, the distance will be too much for them to traverse in case anything goes awry. Honestly, I have no right to complain. My love is within reach. Within days, I will see her beauty with my own eyes. January 16th. Months of reviews, planning, replanning, and here we are delaying once again. I didn't even bother reading the excuse this time, something about the dangers of such a small crew size. The Foundation proposed an all-autonomoid excursion, but there's no way to transmit the data they gather in a fidelity worth a damn over such a large distance. No, this must be a manned journey. Besides, I've been studying this planet for the last 20 years. There's no way a damned tin can is going to walk its surface in my place. Well, I guess late is better than never. I just hope we'll be able to gather enough quality samples in this time frame. No earlier records found. Thank God. Oh my God. Okay, another word of critique. Hold on, I need a sip of water. Oh, my throat. The story, for the most part, with a few odd glitches there, is quite written. Good writing is important to me, and I appreciate good writing very much. However, that is too much story to drop in one text block, especially with the text so tiny that you can't even read it. Developer, writer, good job with the writing. I recommend something like this be chopped into little pieces, and you can just find a piece here, a piece there. I know it's a bit unrealistic sometimes, but it's important. It's just important to is that my arm? Right click to install. Oh, it's my legs. Hey, I can jump. Whee! Oh, did I just bounce? I did not. Okay. That's alright then. Okay. So, it is dark again. I think it's been dark many times since I started reading. Yeah, interesting story. We got some backstory here. Can I not walk over these? Can I not walk here at all? Okay. There's a lot of issues with, like the walkable area and with getting stuck. I want to go up here and check out this thing. I feel I'm not going to be able to jump that high. Go up here and up here. Analyzing. Assumption, human vessel scanning. Oh, objective override. Warning, this is a breach of protocol. Continue. The text is also going too fast. A lot of the text is too small, and a lot of the text is too fast. Objective repair ship. Okay. Objective repair self. Objective go home. Alright. Well, I don't know how to repair the ship. I don't know what it needs. Is that supposed to indicate missing pieces? These are like ghost pieces? I'm gonna go ahead and guess that these are supposed to be missing pieces. I don't know what's going on there. Oh. Yeah, these bright colors are, and the colors change, oops, sorry, the colors change so much depending on the sun that it actually makes this really, really hard on the eyes. I mean, like, really, really hard on the eyes, and then suddenly it's too dark to see. So, I think this is an interesting little experiment, and I think it's cool, but I'm feeling like it's not polished at all. Is that a thing that I can take right there? I'm actually, like, I'm kind of lost already. Okay. I can take these gems, right? I can. Did I just come from? Where did I just come from? There's the ship, but did I, like, come down the other side? Okay. I guess so. I keep going. I can. What's over here? I am intrigued, certainly. And I do hope that this game ends with... Oh, there was some visual glitches there in the bottom right. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Is it possible to go up there? Can I, like, jump up and... Oh, I can. I see something pink over there. That has to be good, right? And again, with the floor and the wall being the same color. It's fine with the low poly count. It's not fine that I can't tell the difference between the floor and the wall. So I came up here, means I didn't go down there. Am I missing anything? Probably. I don't know how much of an open world experience this is intended to be and how much you're expected to kind of just follow a path. I'm really not sure. We'll find out. It is very easy to get lost. Especially since, as I keep saying, it's tough to find the difference. Ooh, a heart. Delicious. I'm not sure what these do, though. These little gems that I'm eating. And I also have no idea how to get back to that ship. Not a clue. What's over here? Should I go down here? Let's go down here. I'm not going to hurt myself, am I? Apparently not. Oh god, the light is changing. Yeah, it's a bit headache-inducing, to be perfectly honest. Is this the end here, or does this keep going? Oh, looks like it keeps going. Yeah. The combination of the bright colors, the sudden changes. The moving shadows. It does all contribute to, like, I feel like I am kind of starting to get a headache from this. Suggestions to improve that? I think, be a little bit more selective about which colors are used. Don't change them so fast. Gradual change is much easier on the eyes than these sudden, huge, high contrast changes. Is there... I know the itch page advertised that, there's a lot of collectibles. But for something to be collectible, you have to see how many there are, or at least how many you've found. And since there's no menu that I can find, there's not really any way to do that. This does seem to be a pretty decent-sized world, though. Especially for a game made in 2 weeks, as they said. I would prefer if it were a little easier to navigate. Like, there's a lot of... I found a few spaces where there are 2 trees or plants or something fairly close together that it looks like I should be able to get through them, and I can't. So that's a bit of a shame. Let's see. I guess I'm kind of just looking for these gems right now, mostly because I'm not really sure what else to do. Just exploring and looking around. Apparently I need to find my face. And my arm. My right arm. There's a green gem. And I need to find those parts for the ship. So I guess that's basically the game, is exploring this island and finding all the parts, all the things. Finding all the things. I am a big fan of finding all the things. So you definitely get points for giving me a find all the things objective. I like that. I would prefer if the experience of looking for the things did not confuse me and give me such a headache quite so much. Can I climb this thing? Is this like... requires additional arm unit. Okay, so I've got to find my other arm first. That's good. I think that this is something that is well done, is letting you know what you need. Try to jump? No, you need your leg. Okay, now I know I need to look for my leg. There was a cave around here somewhere. I don't think I'll be able to find it in the dark. I might have to wait till morning again. Somewhere around here. Oh, wait, is that it? And again, solid mass of color. Low light detected. Yeah, I noticed that. I can't see. Yeah, neither can I. I'm with you there, buddy. I guess I'll just kind of stand here for a few minutes and wait for the sun to come back up, and hopefully I'll be able to see. I mean, like, if I just go in and walk straight forward, it looks like I will get to an area where I can see. But I also know that it's not going to take more than about 30 seconds for the sun to come back up, so I think I'm just going to wait. Let's just wait. Come on, sun. No, you can't be too far away. I also see a lot of these purple things up there. I wonder if eventually... There we go. In we go. Maybe eventually I'll be getting a bit of a kind of grow home style, like... Okay, maybe I can't go in here. Music has changed, and even though I could see in here before, once I go inside I can't see. That's not great. Yeah, see, this is very unrealistic. All the lighting changes here. Kind of just trying to walk forward. I saw a little tunnel before. And now I'm completely lost. Awesome. I'm just kind of... There we go. Walking around trying to get out. I guess I'm not supposed to go here yet? Need some kind of light source? Or maybe I need to find my faceplate. Maybe that has better eyes on it. I'm not sure. My movement speed is really very slow. Really quite a bit slower than I would like it to be. Oh! That's where I started, isn't it? Okay, and that's where I went before. Seems I can't go that way. Now that I can jump... Is there another direction that I should be trying to go in? Oh, walls and floor the same color. Not fun when the walls and floor are the same color. It is super not fun. Guys, if you're ever making a game, don't make the walls and the floor the same color. That's maybe my biggest piece of advice to you if you're making a game. Especially a 3D game. Actually, 2D game, 3D game, literally any type of game. Just don't make the walls and the floor the same color. If you can follow that one rule... Why? Okay, there's a lot of text flashing across the screen, but it's going too fast for me to read, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Sorry. Flowers. Don't know if I can run and jump across here. I feel like I'm not gonna make that. Jump! Oh, I guess I was wrong. I did make it. Can I get up here? I can jump really, really well. I have got a good pair of robot jumping legs, it would seem. Oh, light, thank you, God. Okay. Everything is so much better when the sun comes up. Actually kind of making me think maybe this game doesn't need a day-night cycle at all. I don't really see that it adds anything other than periods of time when you can't do anything. And since there was that dark area, I'm guessing I will eventually find some kind of upgrade that allows me to see in the dark, and maybe that's why they have the day-night cycle. Like, once you find your eyes, you can see at night. But I also feel like that's completely unnecessary. What are you? It's my face! And there's something over there, too. So... okay, well, we'll see what happens at night. Ah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I want to fall off of this one. Goodness gracious. Is that my other arm? Let me eat these gems first. That doesn't look like an arm. This looks like a part for the ship. Okay. So do I need to just carry this back then? I guess I just need to carry this back. I see one of these things that I could climb up, but I haven't found my arm yet, so I'm gonna have to come all the way back here later, I guess. Where was that escape pod? What direction was that in? Is the next question. I know I don't need to be up there, so I guess I can come down here. And everything's the same color again. Awesome. Can I not go up there? Hold on, I'll put this down. I was pushing buttons before and it said something about needing eyes. Okay, if I press the Q button, it turns on a flashlight. I gotta say, I would prefer to just not have, guess I can't go that way. I would prefer to just not have the darkness. Rather than having the eyes thing. Because this is not super effective. These eyes. You're giving me a little bit more of a headache. It's already something I've kind of had enough of. Just kind of wandering more or less at random right now. Because I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Is that the, oh no, that was my ship. Which I guess means the escape pod is this way-ish. Kind of hoping I'll find my arm along the way. If I just keep going ways that I haven't been before. Oh, the sun. Hello, sun. No, okay, so I guess I gotta go... Hold on, it was along this valley and then up. So maybe over here I'll find that pod that I'm trying to repair. So it was in this cave thing, right? At least I don't take damage when I fall. See, in this lighting, this is a very possible area to traverse. Not a big fan of the way the ship part blocks my vision. It blocks half the screen, but it's not completely undoable. It's not completely unwieldy, and I guess it does kind of add a bit of challenge. Like, you have to navigate while you're kind of holding this thing in front of you and looking over it, which is not too bad. So I guess I'm alright with it. Up and up. And then hopefully we can just drop this here. I just use it. There we go. And it snapped into place. Cool. So whatever this is, it is now in the right spot. Alright guys, checking the time. I think I've probably been going just about long enough with this one. I think I will continue playing it. There are some very serious frustrations in here. And some design choices that I think were quite poorly made. Again, I understand that it was made in a very short period. And considering that, a lot of it is pretty well done. However, I think some of the priorities, I would recommend for this developer to change some of the priorities a little bit. I am nothing but a floating arm, oh my god. I would prioritize sound controls, video controls, just any kind of very basic menu, even if it's just turn sound off and on. This is how you quit. I would very much like to see some kind of instruction on how to close the game. That is very, very basic stuff, guys. Come on, guys. You should know this. You need to know how to close the game, and we don't. And also that the text that flashes up on the screen, I've caught glimpses of some of it, and it was either funny or cute or useful, but it goes too fast, so you can't see it. And the very little text on the right side of the screen is just too small. And of course, the text on that diary thing was way too small and way too long for one great big info dump. So I would recommend doing that differently in the future. On the other hand, I think I do see a lot of potential here. I think I would like to see Ethan Red make some more games. I don't think there's been anything new since this one, which was released a year ago. I don't know if he's working on something now. I would like to see more, but I would like to see him take more than 2 weeks to make a game, along with whoever else he's working with, and just try to make a little bit more of a polished product. Oh, look at that. I had my lights on and I forgot. As for this particular game, whether it's worth $3.50, I feel like that might be a bit much to ask for something that feels kind of unfinished and unpolished. However, I would maybe see this going for $1, might be better, or making use of Itch's spectacular pay-what-you-want system and just throwing out a tip jar. Even this decision here, if you look, the little robot in the upper left-hand corner sometimes totally disappears against the sky. Yeah, there's certain colors where it's basically the same color. It's kind of hard to see there. Yeah, all that being said, I think I will finish the game. I don't think it's going to be too long. I think I'm about maybe halfway done already. And now that I figure out pretty much what's expected of me, I think that'll be okay. It does look cute. I am intrigued. I do want to see if the little robot, if little Nathan gets home. I hope he does. I really want this cute little story to have a happy ending. So I'm gonna have to hang in there and find out if it does. Thank you to everyone who has watched this video. Thank you for leaving a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you didn't. Thank you for leaving a comment if you have anything to say. Again, this is from my itch library, which I'm trying to look into more. By the way, this game was a part of a good bundle, which I bought a while back, so I didn't actually buy this game specifically. It was part of the bundle. However, this is one of the first ones that intrigued me based on the video and the screenshots and everything on the store page, and I really did want to check it out. So if I hadn't got this in the bundle, I don't know if I would buy it for $3.50, if I'm perfectly honest, but I think if it were free, I would chuck $1 or so in the tip jar, and maybe send the developer a nice email and say, hey man, good start. I would like to see more, but I would also include some critique and some suggestions, like maybe you could try doing this next time. I found this to be a little frustrating. Good luck with the next one. So if you want to recommend a game on Itch or on Steam, you can take a look at my libraries, leave a suggestion in the comments below or on Discord in the suggestions channel. All of this you'll find links to down below the video in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!